history of Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson overview. Johnson & Johnson, J&J, is among the world's biggest and most diverse healthcare companies. Its activities are divided into three business sectors. Johnson & Johnson manufacture baby oil. They manufacture the well-known No More Tears shampoo and the name brand Band-Aids you attain for when you pinch yourself. They also manufacture medications to treat autoimmune diseases and anti-tumor medications. Finally, they manufacture medical products, chemotherapy drugs, and opiates for psychiatric disorders. They are among the most well-known companies in the United States, and most buyers have only scratched the surface. Johnson & Johnson is an American conglomerate with a $435 billion net worth. The corporation has 230 affiliates and produces 108 different types of products. In 57 countries, they employ approximately 117,900 people. The consumer market of Johnson & Johnson focuses on baby care, oral care, skin care, and other consumer goods. It accounts for 19 to 20% of the sales earnings. Johnson & Johnson's history. Early days. J&J dates back to the late 1800s when Joseph Lister's exploration inspired a New England druggist named Robert Wood Johnson to think that airborne pathogens were a cause of infection in surgical units. So Johnson teamed up with his brothers. Even though Lister's suggested technique of sterilization, spraying the surgical site with carbolic acid, was discovered to be impractical and time-consuming, Johnson & Johnson, founded in 1887, discovered a good demand for its product. The number of deaths caused by infections after surgery was quite significant, and healthcare facilities were keen to find a quick fix. In 1886, the business was launched in New Brunswick, New Jersey. At first, they concentrated on manufacturing wound dressings such as bandages and sutures, as well as baby products. The first product lines had a logo that looked like James Wood Johnson's signature, which is still used today. Johnson & Johnson supplied materials for soldiers injured during the Spanish-American War, and later marketed first aid boxes to railroad laborers before they were commonly accessible. They also managed to sell baby and maternity treatment goods, making at-home childbirth secure and more sanitary, and were among the first providers to make family planning goods. J&J's first item was an enhanced medicinal plaster that combined medicinal substances with an adhesive. Soon after, the company released a soft, absorbent cotton and gauze dressing, bringing Robert Wood Johnson's fantasy to a successful collusion. The adhesive bandage was further enhanced in 1899 when J&J invented a zinc oxide-based adhesive plaster that was better and solved much of the issue of contact dermatitis that troubled many patients with the collaboration of doctors. Finally, the fourth original design by J&J was a better effective way of sterilizing catbutt sutures. R.W. Johnson died in 1910, and his brother James took over as chairman. The business then started to expand rapidly. J&J bought Chicopee Manufacturing Company in 1916 to ensure a supply for the firm's increasing need for synthetic fibers. In 1919, Canada established the first international affiliate. Robert Johnson leadership period. The super young Robert Johnson, who became recognized as the General, had started working for the firm as a mill hand when he was still in his teens. He had become a vice president by the age of 25, and he was made president in 1932. Johnson explained as energetic and hyperactive with a strong sense of obligation, rose to the rank of brigadier general during World War II, and represented as vice chairman of the War Production Board. The general was a strong believer in company decentralization. He was the motivating factor behind J&J's organizational configuration, giving distinctions and affiliates autonomy to direct their procedures. This policy was implemented at the same time as a shift into medical products, sanitary items, and textiles. During Robert Johnson's time in charge, the division responsible for the production of surgical boxes and gowns was named Surgicos Incorporated. Following his father's footsteps as a social activist, Johnson has advocated for increasing the minimum wage, striving to improve factory conditions, and emphasizing his company's social responsibility. In addition, Johnson urged the administration to treat workers with dignity and develop programs to improve their abilities and prepare them for progress in a contemporary manufacturing society. Johnson wrote an ideology in 1943 highlighting the firm's 4 areas of social obligation: first to its clients, then to its workers, then to the society and the atmosphere, and finally to its shareholders. Following the credo, the business transitioned from a family-owned organization to a public corporation, as J&J was mentioned on the New York Stock Exchange in 1944. Recent years. Johnson & Johnson has expanded in most clinical research and innovation fields since the 1980s. The firm's innovations include the first disposable contact lens, mainline drug therapies for psychotic patients, HIV/AIDS drug treatments, and the first coronary angioplasty. Johnson & Johnson's history came full circle in 2006 when it acquired Pfizer Consumer Healthcare, including Joseph Lister's own item, Listerine. It was strange for a firm's sophisticated story to begin 60 years ago, but Johnson & Johnson, as we know it today, may have started in 1959. That same year, the business acquired McNeil Laboratories and Silog Chemi AG, 2 drug research firms. In addition, Janssen Pharmaceutica NV was acquired 2 years later. This resulted in the formation of Johnson & Johnson's Pharmaceuticals and Research Department, which remains an important part of the company's corporate structure to this day. Products. Product lines include over-the-counter OTC revenues, skincare products, baby care, dental care, wound care, and maternity care. This company's major goods are analgesics and upper respiratory product lines are available through the OTC franchise. Aveeno, Neutrogena, and Dabeo item are part of a skincare brand. Johnson's Baby Products is a baby care brand. Oral care franchise, Listerine goods. Band-Aid, Bengay, and Neosporin goods for wound care company. These goods are advertised to the wider populace and distributed globally through retail stores and vendors. Brands. Product lines is a market segment in which items are marketed primarily because of the brand's reputation and trust in its reliability. Johnson & Johnson, for example, has over 100 brands. A large portion of the brands are concerned with consumer goods. Among the leading brands in this category are Johnson's Baby, Aveeno, Neutrogena, Clean and Clear, and Dabeo for skincare products, Listerine, Rembrandt, Splenda, Benecol, Visine, Acuvue, Tylenol, Sudafed, Pepcid, and Benadryl for OTC medicines. Johnson & Johnson's net income is expected to be around $20.9 billion in 2021. This represents a significant increase over the past year's total revenues of approximately $14.7 billion. For nearly 50 years, it has been one of the world's largest pharmaceutical corporations. Pharmacies account for 99% of its revenue. That's all for today, guys. We believe this information was valuable for you. We appreciate your trust in our research. Please leave a like for this video. Also, comment down and tell us what you would like more from us. We will appreciate your feedback and suggestions. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you soon in the next video. Stay tuned and connected.